Hi,
Hi.
welcome to Knitrific.
Yay.
Yay! This is our first blog post, and we're really excited.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'm Gerald, also known as Knitting Brow.
And I'm Kat, also known as Kat. Pretty much. Oh, Caterwall. Also Caterwall.
Okay.
So, anyway, this is our first blog, and we are putting it on Knitrific.tumblr.com.
Woo!
So, we are here to talk about knitting.
And all things terrific.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're going to start by talking about some projects that we've just finished.
Yes.
And I just happen to have a scarf.
Ooh, what did you think? Oh, oh, yes.
This is the Branching Out scarf,
Mm-hmm.
lace pattern that was on knitty.com.
Uh-huh.
And it was a knit along that our group did.
Yes.
And I finally finished it. A lot of other people finished it a long time ago. But
Yeah, but Jeremy did too.
right, I know, Jeremy did too. So I finally finished mine, and I just want to show it off because I actually blocked it and everything, and it's long
That is
and
very nice.
frothy.
What's the yarn? Is that cast?
Kid mohair.
Is it
Kid something.
kid mohair?
Kid something mohair something.
Okay, it's not the cracks case.
It's Kevmo.
Kid mo.
It's that Kev mohair yarn.
Wow.
And, you know, I was thinking about it today because I looked back at the pattern again, and the non-variegated yarn would have shown the pattern a whole lot better.
A little bit better.
But I kind of like the way this looks.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's very
because
pretty.
I think it's organic this way.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And
So that's my finished object.
yay.
That's
I don't have a finished object. She's an overachiever.
Oh, I have another finished object. But
Or
this
she has another.
gives us a segue right into current projects. This is a crocheted version of a neuron.
You know, that looks like an egg.
It does kind of look like an egg that's
Yeah.
very poorly fried
Mm-hmm.
because of all these extra pieces that come out. These are dendrites. This is the nucleus of the neuron. And the more connections you make in your brain, the more dendrites you have. And the more you read to your children, the more dendrites they will have. Which is why I'm so interested in neurons, because when you have lots of these with lots of dendrites, then that means that you will be successful in school.
There you go.
So anyway, I'm obsessed with making these neurons, even though it's crochet, and I kind of feel like I've gone over to the dark
You
side.
haven't gone over the dark side.
But
Not
one
for the crochet.
person
yeah.
that I work with suggested that this might make a good beginning for a bikini. I will let you envision what that would look like. But I don't think.
No. Where did you get the pattern for that?
Oh, I found, actually, there were pictures of similar neurons on Etsy.com,
Mm-hmm.
and I really liked the way they looked, so I copied it.
Okay.
And there was no pattern. I just made
And
it
you're
up
not
from what I
selling
was
these,
seeing.
so.
And I'm not selling these. And the ones that were on Etsy are no longer available for sale. They've all been sold.
Ooh. Oh,
So she made her money,
there we go.
and I'm not going to make any money off this. I'm just having fun.
She's having fun.
So that's my current project. I've got another current project here.
Okay.
Do you want to share one though before I
You go first, ladies first.
Okay. So this is some cotton, like tie-dye cotton yarn from Aricania.
Okay.
Is the brand name of this.
And that's
yarn.
all cotton.
And it's all cotton.
All right.
And I just fell in love with the colors. I bought this on sale, I think, last year.
Hold
And
that up there for them.
I love the colors. And I don't really know what this is going to be yet. I started
Mhm.
out with a typical blanket stitch with the little, like a washcloth sort of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's either going to be a fashion scarf or it's going to end up as one of the baby bunny buddies. It's sort of like a blanket at the bottom, and it's sort of like a washcloth, except it's got a bunny head on one corner.
And I'll link that in the show notes.
So, right.
So cool. Well, and this is my current project. I am knitting socks associated from, inspired by the golf athletic socks from the Little Box of Socks. And I am using...
So it's just a big box with those cards in it?
It's a big box with those cards. It's actually really cool. But, see, they don't really look like those.
Not
Yeah.
at all. I don't quite know how this is based on that.
Well, essentially,
I'll take your word
I'm
for it.
taking the numbers, but I am using what was called yarn candy from the no longer existent Cider Moon, and they had these little ends, and so I got a bunch of them, and so I'm making socks that either go with everything or go with absolutely nothing.
Right, and that's hand dyed merino, right?
It's hand dyed
Superwash.
superwash.
Merino.
And one thing that I really like about it is I really like, see if you can see it. I like this this heel flap right here. We've got the garter stitch heel, and of course I've changed it because now this is an eye of the partridge, and so I am just now ready to do the toe decreases.
Partridge.
Eye
What
of
does
the
that mean?
partridge. It's
Is that when you slip stitch?
yeah, you do a slip stitch, but you do it on opposite time.
Oh.
Opposite times. When the socks that I first learned to knit, they started with the slip stitch lining up vertically, and that doesn't happen.
Okay.
So that's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love the wild and crazy colors.
Me too. And I've probably got enough of these yarn candies for probably 3 pairs of socks. And if I make them the same, then that means that I have 6 socks that I could mix and match.
That's right.
So that's
And they're
great.
very mix and matchable.
What's next up for you?
Well, I first of all have a UFO sighting
Okay.
that I'm going to take care of.
UFO sighting.
Woo! When I was leaving on vacation back in the beginning of June, I had 2 projects that I took with me. I took a shawl that is done, and if you want details on that, you can go to my blog, and Gerald will post a link in a little bit. And the other thing I took was a pair of socks, and I started them, and I did have them, I think, when I first came back from vacation, but then I misplaced them. My husband, dear thing that he has, just found them this morning.
DHs are wonderful.
It's amazing what you can find when you actually clean out the back seat of the van.
I know. Some of them are frightening.
So here are the socks that I started. They're a little tangled up right now, but I will get back to these today probably to take a break from the neurons, give my neurons a break from the neurons. And
those dendrites form on something
that's
else.
right. And these are, I think that this yarn, although I'm not quite sure because I always throw those paper things away, I think that this is some Happy Toes or Happy Feet or
It may be Happy Feet.
really happy something. And this yarn will make my feet happy.
That's good.
Because
And
it's merino. It's that cushy love.
you're going to make me work hard to find that, aren't you?
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Because I have 2 other skeins that are a different colorway of this somewhere tucked away in the stash.
Okay.
The stash of doom. Oh.
Her stash ain't got nothing on mine. So.
I know. I've got a little teeny baby stash compared
Yes,
to
there
his,
you
I'm
go.
sure.
Hey, we're almost at 8 minutes, so we should
Oh,
probably
we better
finish
cut it
up.
off.
So,
Oh, wait.
yeah, what'd you do with that little thing?
Okay, if you'd like to contact us, you can reach us at knittrific.gmail.com. Again,